Are the chores you gave me disturbing you while you sit around and do nothing?
First of all, I am your grandmother. It is my privilege to boss you around. Second of all, my back hurts and yours doesn't. And third of all, I'm not just going to be sitting. I'm going to be telling you the story. Don't you groan at me, child. This is an important story. And not only that, a true one. Or if you'd rather I cut your allowance.
Fine. Tell your story.
All right. Close your eyes and picture this. Nope. Open them. That's sweeping. But just imagine this. Far, far away in the remote peninsula of Silvanoria.
Silvanoria? What kind of name is that?
Hush. I didn't name it. I'm just telling the story. Most of the land in Silvanoria was owned by a few aristocratic families who kept their influence with money and social connections. But first, here comes Lady Ruby Weathermay, and she does not seem very happy, so we should probably give her some space.
Mom, you won't believe what Emily just called me. Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong.
I just saw you crying a minute ago. Something's wrong. Tell me.
You're too young. You wouldn't understand.
I'm 10. I'm plenty old enough.
Plenty old enough to come running to Mommy whenever your little sister teases you. Look, Daddy and I are going through some grown-up stuff right now that wouldn't make sense to you. But I could use your help with something. See, grown-up stuff can be confusing sometimes, and I wouldn't want to scare your little sister. So I need you to take Emily away from the house for a few hours. Can you do that for me?
Of course. Emily, grab the sword. We'll look for bandits in the woods. You'll be okay, right?
I'll be right here when you get back.
And you and Daddy will work things out, and we'll all be smiling again.
I promise.
I see you took the children away. Do you want to say goodbye to them?
You don't need to be here for this.
Lord Nathaniel Patterson, I see you've brought your cards. As always.
Oh, Dr. Weatherman. All right. Shall we get this over with?
Stop this madness, you monsters!
Are you ready?
No, but we have to do this, don't we? No, you don't! Leave my sister alone!
Take her away.
You heard him.
Lady Martha Patterson, Lady Ruby Weatherman, you are both found guilty of— You know full well that crime won't hold up in court. Not for the punishment you're suggesting. You betrayed your marriage vows and so did my wife.
We only kissed.
You never.
Never.
Only kissed. And an arsonist only ever strikes a match. Arthur, are you ready?
I think I need some privacy with Steve. I don't want to be in the same room with your wife.
Hand me a sword. What are you doing to our family? Please! Daniel, you don't have to do this.
Please, you don't have to do this.
Yes, I do.
No!
No! No, you monster! Take them away! Both of them! But this never happened.
None of what? Nothing to see here.
I did what had to be done.
So did I.
Don't even think it. She'll come back. She has to. I'm cold.
We should go and finish them anyway.
I'm not hungry.
Me neither.
Do you remember when you threw my dolls in the mud? Then Mommy came and made everything better?
Oh, you threw mine first, but yeah, Mommy didn't make anything better.
It's okay. It's just a little mud. You can clean it off.
No, it's not okay. Odessa will never be the same again. Amy ruined her.
Amy, do you have anything you'd like to say to your sister?
She threw mine against the wall. She always forgets to mention this stuff.
Okay, but I didn't throw you into the mud, even though I wish I had.
What am I going to do with you two?
Tell us a story.
Yeah.
Okay. What sort of story?
What happens to Odessa after she falls in the mud?
Well, as Odessa climbed to her feet, she heard hoofbeats. She spun around just in time to see a figure leap from their horse and offer her a handkerchief. Odessa accepted the handkerchief from the prince, who...
No!
What's wrong?
It's always a prince. Why is it always a prince? Can we have a princess this time?
Okay. Odessa accepted the handkerchief from the princess, who smiled warmly. At first, Odessa was embarrassed that the princess had seen her fall, but then the princess told Odessa that she had seen her slay the vampire. And then
They kiss.
they kissed and married and lived happily ever after. Happy?
That's weird.
What's weird about it?
I mean, they only just met. Does the princess even know Odessa's name?
That happened in another Bobby story last week too, remember? When a princess kissed a frog, did the princess even know the frog's name?
No, and that's weird too. I'm just saying, they should at least get to know each other's names before they start kissing.
Okay, they did. They exchanged names and talked for hours. And then they kissed.
Mommy, why don't we know any princesses married to vampire slayers in real life?
Because vampire slayers aren't real, silly.
Well, in our world, princesses marry princes. It's not that anything else is wrong. It's just people have expectations about how things should be.
When I grow up, I want to marry a princess.
And maybe one day you will.
Really?
I don't know. I hope in the future you can do whatever you want to. Whether that means marrying whoever makes you happy or not marrying anyone at all. But for now, let's just keep this between us, okay?
Why? Then people will think I'm weird.
I'm just worried they wouldn't understand. But remember, Mommy will never think you're weird.
Even when I do this?
Okay, maybe that's a little weird, but I still love you.
I love you too, Mommy. I miss Mommy.
Me too.
Amy?
Yeah?
What if Mommy doesn't come back? Then what would we do?
I don't know.
So, two noblemen, Arthur and Nathaniel, they killed their wives? Why'd they do that?
Yeah?
That's horrible. Why is that the beginning?
All stories need a beginning. Not every beginning is all sunshine and rainbows. But besides, I thought you said you were old enough for this kind of thing.
I mean, I did, but does it get better?
It does, but it gets worse first.
How can it get worse? Seriously, now you refuse to answer?
You'll find out soon enough. Here, look. If you need this, we have a funeral to attend.
be here by now.
He was unable to make it.
Unable to attend the funeral of 2 wives of esteemed nobles? Unheard of.
Well, my lord,
Spit it out.
Your wife's bodies. They weren't found. There are rumors circulating. People are talking.
My best guards! Search the woods for days! These rumors are just attempts to undermine my authority and discredit my name. Can't you see I'm being targeted
I'm
here?
just saying, the whole town is talking.
I bet the baker started all of this. He's always hated me and he makes up random lies every day.
Don't talk about my son that way.
Oh, so you're the absent father he's always talking
I'll
about.
have you know,
I hired him to take a grief not to give your opinion.
We are gathered here today to mourn and to remember Lady Ruby Weatherman and Lady Martha Patterson who are still. 10 years had passed since the funeral. Stephanie eventually agreed to marry Nathaniel, and Arthur raised his daughters as best as he could, wrought with grief and guilt. Amy now lived far away, married off just weeks after her 18th birthday, as was customary. Arthur now only saw her for a few weeks each winter, on the anniversary of her mother's death. His other daughter, Emily, was to turn 18 soon and be engaged. Unbeknownst to him, though, and the rest of the court, Emily was in love with her servant, Luna.
Luna, I know this is really weird, taking you to my mother's grave, but I just wanted to get one of my parents' blessings before we... Because my father is so intent on marrying me off to a nobleman's son, and I just thought...
Really, Emily, it's fine.
Emily!
Amy! It's so good to see you. Are you too? Yeah. Dad doesn't know yet. He wants me to get engaged soon so I can marry before my 18th birthday, but I figure I may as well choose my own spouse, you know? I'm so happy for you.
Mother, I still miss you every day. Oh, what's this? My dear wife. Oh, it's the letter from Father. It's about us. How sweet. And here he says, I still can't live with myself for what I did to you. What do you think? When I saw your hand around her waist, I couldn't bear it. Oh, hell. He killed her. My father, he killed her because she cheated on him with a woman. Oh, God, what would he say if he found out about Emily and Luna? Emily, we need to talk. Father!
Oh, what's wrong?
You need to fire Luna.
What? Why?
She's a bad influence on Emily. She's always putting ideas she doesn't have to worry about their upcoming engagement.
Now, Amy, I hardly think that you would know.
She's behaving inappropriately towards Emily.
You're fired! Excuse me? I believe you heard me clearly the first time. You have behaved inappropriately towards my daughter, and you are fired!
But Dad.
That is final!
Arthur, why are you writing to your deceased wife? I know you don't believe in ghosts. I also know you wouldn't leave such an incriminating note where anyone could find it unless you wanted it to be found. So who did you expect to find this note?
I addressed it to Ruby.
Whom you killed. You didn't kill her, did you?
No.
Arthur! I did it! I took a sword and looked into her pleading eyes and plunged the damn blade into her chest. I thought we were both in this together. Two murderers hiding from the world, and now you're telling me your wife is still alive!
Yes!
So, I'm the monster. I'm the murderer. I already knew this, of course. My second wife won't speak to me, and we've been married for 7 years. But I thought I had every right to be a monster after what my late wife did, but I thought Arthur and I were in agreement about that. No. I'm the monster! I murdered my wife and I did it alone! And now I have no one. Do I can't stay here with all these people who know what I've done. I cannot.
Lady Steph Lefkowitz.
That's not for you. Oh, that's for them.
Who's that?
The messenger of news you would rather not hear.
Oh yeah, of course. The messenger of. What's it called?
The messenger of news you would rather not hear. All of the nobles in Silvanoria employed lawyers to advise them, obviously, but the lawyers didn't want to deliver really bad news themselves, so they got messengers to do it. You know, don't shoot the messenger, no.
So the messenger would deliver the news on behalf of the lawyers, and they would all get mad at the messenger?
Bingo.
Updates.
When your husband ran away,
Would everyone please stop reminding me about my husband's disappearance? He's been gone all week, and unless he comes back tomorrow, I'm in charge. I asked you to deliver a financial report, so deliver the financial report.
I'm sorry to say that your husband left your family's finances in trouble. He managed the estate poorly in recent years, and some of his recent investments were unwise and led to financial losses. If things continue in this manner, the estate will soon have to declare bankruptcy.
Well, we earn our money from leases and loans. Where are the profits going?
Well, ordinary expenses mostly. Taxes, salaries, food, clothing, manor, upkeep.
What can we cut? What are my options?
Well, you could downsize the staff, or sell some of your land, or... As you know, Lord Nathaniel was a self-made man. He gave back, you know. I myself was an orphan.
So you're saying we give to charity, correct?
You're funding the education for orphans, yes.
Excellent. Cut funding there.
Yes, my lady.
Seriously, you're gonna stop paying for kids to go to school?
I have no other choice. What's my alternative? I can't stop paying my servants. They have families of their own to feed. We can't stop selling our land. Leasing it is our only main source of income. I just need a little more time. Look, we just need a new source of income. What if we start with Maria? She's 17 and just finished a semester at boarding school. If we cut the funding of one 17-year-old, the rest can go to school for now. That's not so bad, is it?
Right. Tell that to Maria.
So, Maria, got any big plans for our last semester? Or are you hoping to breeze through it quickly and enter the real world? To be honest, I couldn't be happier here. You're probably the only one. Most of our class can't wait to graduate. Yeah, but I like it here. You know, the people, the classes, the library. I think I could stay in school for the rest of my life if I can. You know, become a teacher or something.
You're not worried you get sick of this place?
Never get sick of it. I mean, I'm so lucky to be here. If it weren't for my sponsor paying for me to attend school here, I don't know where I'd be.
Probably somewhere much more exciting than this.
More exciting than learning every day? I doubt it.
What if we bought a ship and we sailed to every port, and the only limit on how far we could go would be our imaginations and the rations. Aye, the rations. Can't have people starving to death on the imaginary ship.
Always so pessimistic with your daydreams.
What you call pessimism, I call realism. Anyways, I gotta go. Gotta go meet with my sponsor, Lord Nathaniel Patterson. I'm due for my semi-annual gratitude speech.
Good luck with that. See you after break.
See ya. So, how long until Lord Patterson arrives?
About that. You see, a little over a week ago, Lord Patterson ran away.
Ran away?
I'm afraid so, yes.
Well, do they know where he is? Is he okay?
No, no one has seen him.
Oh no. But they're still sponsoring the orphans, right?
That's what I'm here to talk to you about. The Pattersons have been struggling financially and have unfortunately been forced to cut back on some of their charitable work. Now, most of the students Lord Patterson sponsors are able to stay in school for now, but they decided that as the eldest, you need their sponsorship the least. If it's any kind
There is no consolation. You can't just take my education away from me. I was so close to graduating, just one more semester. I mean, what am I supposed to do now? I have no means to support myself.
Lady Stephanie Patterson was
Kind enough to ruin my life, more like.
Her ladyship was kind enough to offer you a job. There's a young noble who needs a new servant. You'll have room, board, and a source of income. With a few years of saving, you may be able to continue your studies.
Of course. I understand. I'll pack my things straight away. afraid you won't be joining us next semester. Now I'm stuck in school and traveling the world without me. I guess we got each other's dreams, huh? I hardly expect I'll be traveling. I'll maybe start polishing shoes or something. Polishing shoes? Is that really what nobles have their servants do all day? Don't know, don't want to find out. Think of it this way. You already do chores in school, so you'll just do a few more chores in a much cooler location. And you'll probably make tons of new friends. And oh, no more classes! I keep forgetting that's actually a bad thing for you. Okay, we need to cheer you up some. Oh! How about some make-believe? Like we did when we were younger. I'll be the noble you're serving, and we'll see how it goes.
Aren't we getting a little old for that?
Oh, come on. Where's your imagination?
Maybe I left it on your ship.
Ah, but my ship's always been in here. Look, just try it, and then I'll leave you alone.
Fine.
You there, the new servant, I presume.
Yes, I'm your
I don't require your name. A simple yes, my lord, will suffice in the future. Now, I have a dance tonight. Do these shoes look good enough to dance in? No, my lord. Exactly. You have failed to perform your duties. Get to it. Once you finish with the shoes, there's a pile of clothing that needs tending as well.
If I may, your lordship, I've only just arrived moments ago and have yet to get my bearings in this manner. If I may...
Stop! Why are you still talking? I have a dance in mere hours, and my shoes are most certainly not going to polish themselves.
Forgive me, my lord. I guess just since I'm new here, I was hoping that maybe we would get the chance to get to know each other.
Have I not made myself clear? I am a noble. You are my servant. Your job is to do as I say and speak as little as possible. My last servant was fired precisely for acting unprofessionally. So, unless you don't want to find yourself without a job before nightfall, I suggest you shut your mouth and start polishing. Wow. I was skeptical about the whole self-entitled noble thing, but I had 5 seconds to pretend nobility, and I didn't recognize myself anymore.
Now you see why I'm dreading my new position.
Okay, are we sure your noble will be that bad?
I don't know. They fired their last servant for being unprofessional. That doesn't exactly speak to their kind nature.
So what are you going to do when you get there? Just close yourself off?
Yes, I'm going to go to that manor and polish as many shoes as I'm asked to. I'll speak only when spoken to and keep my head down.
Sounds dreadful.
Where's your imagination? Maybe. One day. I've saved up. I've worked for very many years and saved up enough money. I can finally reach my goal of finishing boarding school. Or, heaven forbid, buy a ship.
Maria began working at the Weatherman Manor as Emily's servant, still rueful about the sudden change her life had taken. At the same time, Amy was worried about Emily. Amy had convinced herself that if her father were to find out that Emily liked girls, he would be furious. So, she kept an eye on Emily during her annual visit, worried because she would have to leave just days after she was engaged. You're going to be okay.
Are you hurt? Do you need anything?
I'm fine, just leave me alone.
I'll see you at dinner then?
Yeah. I failed.
What do you mean, milady?
I fell off my horse and embarrassed myself in front of everyone. And I failed my father because surely I won't be able to find a suitor. And
Don't be ridiculous, your ladyship. Everyone makes mistakes.
sure, but does everyone make them in front of a dozen potential suitors?
Anyone who dismisses you for falling off your horse once isn't worthy of your hand in marriage anyway, Lady Emily.
Thanks. Can I tell you something? You can't tell anyone.
Of course, my lady.
Don't call me that. It's annoying.
Okay, my lady. Okay. I won't tell anyone. I promise.
Okay. I don't really care about any nobleman my father wants me to marry. But he really wants me to marry someone, and I was thinking maybe instead of waiting for someone to propose to me, I could try proposing to someone myself. Not a nobleman, but somebody I'm actually interested in.
So there is someone you're actually interested in?
Yeah.
Wow, did you draw that?
Yeah, she's pretty, isn't she? My father is having a party, and he's arranged for someone to propose to me there. But instead, I am going to propose to Luna.
Who's Luna?
She was my servant before you. I mean, I don't know if I'm in love, but I have to marry someone, and I do like her, you know.
Does your father know about your plans?
No, you can't tell anyone. I don't understand why Amy is acting so weird. She was excited when I first told her my plan to propose to Luna a couple weeks ago. But then, a few minutes after I told her, she suddenly started acting hostile towards Luna and got her fired. I just don't get it.
Well, I'm sure your sister has your best interests at heart.
Doesn't feel that way.
knew this would happen. Or I should have known this would happen. Dad, if you set this up, you must have known I wouldn't be able to like it. That I wouldn't be able to like any man. I mean, it's so obvious that I wouldn't. How has nobody seen who I truly am after all this time? I'm basically the ceremonial goblet. It's polished. What? This morning? But if you look inside, it's still rusted over. And there's nothing you or I or anyone can do about it. No matter how hard you scrub, the corruption is still there. Someone said it on the table earlier, and everyone thinks it's all pretty and silver, but in reality, it's old and gross, and all you have to do is peek inside to see that. I don't understand how no one has noticed my crush yet. I'm like, I see Luna, and everything is better all of a sudden. I always look at her too long, and I feel like every time I look at a girl, I may as well be screaming the truth at the top of my lungs. There's some miracle or misfortune or something. Nobody's noticed because nobody bothers to look at me. And the worst part is, I'm moments away from being engaged, when there's such an obvious reason why I shouldn't be. Not to him, anyway. Except, I can't say it, because if I say it, it's out there. So I'm out there, which makes me, yeah, I'm not ready for everyone to know the truth. And to think that moments ago, I was ready to propose to him. I guess she brings out something in me. An eagerness to stop trying to hide myself. She makes me rash. You need to be more careful. Emily. Yes, I'm here. Yes.
Winter ended, and Luna went to work at a new mansion. Amy returned to her husband, advising Maria to look after Emily. Emily's thoughts turned gloomily to her new fiancé, whom she would have to marry that fall.
I can't believe I have to have a picnic with someone I've only met once.
Well, you're the one who agreed to marry him.
I'm regretting it.
Okay, don't get mad at me, but I think maybe Amy had a point about your safety. And now that Luna's out of the picture,
I don't even know him.
I think you should try to get to know him. Who knows? Maybe you'll grow to like him. Good luck.
Finn, is it?
Philip, actually.
Right. I should have known that.
So, you ride horses?
Yeah, but I'm awful at it.
Well, I could teach you something if you wanted.
I'm not a huge fan of horse riding to begin with.
I see. Is there anything you are interested in?
I like to draw, I suppose.
I've always found drawing to be a bit too. I mean, what sorts of things do you like to draw?
Woman, mostly.
I see.
Why did you even propose to me?
What?
I suppose it doesn't matter much anyhow. I have to go now. Bye.
This was nice.
Sure.
The flowers have begun to bloom. Isn't that nice?
I suppose so, yeah.
Is everything okay?
Nothing's okay. Every day brings me one day closer to fall, which means I'm one day closer to marrying that boring nobleman. Plus, I'm lonely now that Luna and Amy are gone.
Is there anything I can do to help?
No. Well, maybe. Can you sword fight?
Took a fencing class once, but I'm probably rusty.
Well, could you try? I don't have anyone to spar with, and I'm not going to ask Lord what's his name. You know, my fiance.
Philip?
Yeah, him.
Well, if you can find some practice swords, we'll see what I remember.
Begin. How did you remember?
Just you wait! I think I'm getting better at this.
I win! Yeah, because you cheated. I was doing much better anyway. You wouldn't have won.
Then you shouldn't have had to cheat.
Now, see, you're just... Well, the hour approaches for another dinner party, and I'll be expected to sit next to Lord Filibuster this time. Good luck. Thanks. I'll need it.
When I first met Emily, I tried to keep my distance because I was her servant and I was afraid of losing my position. But once I started to get to know her better, I really liked hanging out with her. Whenever we spar, I get this good kind of nervous that might even be butterflies.
She's so pretty, isn't she? Maria. Look, I drew her. You know, I've been thinking, and
find myself making excuses to see her, or I'll be reading a book and discussing it with her in my head. Every time she leaves the room, I have to fight the urge to follow her. I think I'm falling for her.
I get butterflies when we spar, and every time I try to draw her, I just think that nothing could capture her beauty. I just wish I could spend every waking moment with her. I think I like Maria, romantically.
I don't think I can tell her, though. It would be irresponsible, you know? Both as her servant and as her friend.
I don't know how to tell her, though. I wouldn't know where to start.
Fall quickly approached, and the wedding now was just weeks away. The day before, though, Amy received a letter from Emily.
Emily, you're here early.
Yeah, I wanted a chance to see you before we're filibustering back here. Plus, I needed a chance to inspect those flowers, make sure they're high quality. Aw, you got me flowers.
Seriously, though, you do everything in your power to come late to these dinners. What's the real reason you're early?
Well, since you gave me flowers, I wanted to give you this. This book reminded me of you, so I thought you should have it.
Thanks. It'll be weird not seeing you anymore.
When I'm married?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll miss having someone to complain to and, you know, offer moral support the next time I fall off my horse.
Well, if you're dying to complain to someone, you could always write to me. Just try to make sure your handwriting is actually legible.
My handwriting isn't that bad.
It's fine for a kindergartner.
Well, if that's how you feel, maybe I just won't write to you then.
As if you could resist the urge to complain to someone.
Maybe I'll just send a sketch of how horrible my life is. Like a picture of me face planting a nice stew while being forced to sit through another dinner party. They'll be so detailed, you'll have no choice but to pity me.
Just try not to spill any stew on your drawing, and don't try to sign it, because I'll never be able to decipher who it's from. You've been a good friend to me, though perhaps we should have kept our distance, seeing as I'm your servant.
I'm glad we became friends. You're the only person I look forward to seeing. Maria, I'd marry you if I could, instead of him.
That would be nice, I suppose.
I just can't stop thinking about you lately. Like, all the time. And what I think about most is kissing you.
Oh.
Sorry, that was a stupid thing to say. Forget I said anything.
I'd like to kiss you too. I'm just not sure it's wise. Given that I'm your servant, you're engaged, and your father.
Well, Lord Philharmonic won't be here for a while more, and I really want to kiss you.
All right. May I?
Sure.
Wow, you're here early. I hope I'm not interrupting something, Maria.
I'm urge you one more time to keep your distance from Maria. I fear you may be falling for her just as you fell for Luna based on our last letters. I urge you to remember what will happen if you go against our father's wishes. Oh, Emily, this is serious. I think your sister has a point. This is too risky. We shouldn't do this.
Maria, you just don't get it. I like you a lot. I think I'm falling in love with you. I don't care about Lord Philharmonic, and I'm not afraid of what my father thinks. I want to be with you, please.
I don't think we should be anything.
You're a coward. You know that. I love you, and you're just a stupid coward.
I'm doing this to protect you, Emily. Wait!
My dear sister, I don't know how to begin. No matter what I say, you're going to hate me. Oh God, I wish there was a better way to say this, but no, wait, I can't start with that. Okay, how about, I still think you should marry Philip. I say that now while I still have some credibility left as the wise older sister. Marry him. He's our father. Then, when you're half a kingdom away from our father, if your feelings haven't changed, you can wait a few years and slip away into the night. Because that's what I did. I ran away. Oh, Emily, after telling you to marry Philip and please our father, I broke my own marriage vow. You have to understand, it was all too much. I hated Christopher every day I was married to him, and one day I just caved. No, wait, I should write that, crossing that out. I wish I had time to scrap this whole letter and start over. Trust me, it's better to marry Philip and run later. Please, just do what you're supposed to do. Whatever happens, know that I love you, and I wish I could have been a better sister.
There she is. Get her.
No!
Stop! Just stop!
Emily, are you okay? Is this about the wedding tomorrow? Look, I know you're still mad at me, but I still care about you. I want to help. If there's anything I can do, let me know. I'm here.
Am I okay? How can I be okay when we're so blatantly lying to ourselves and to everyone?
And what?
Maria, I love you, and I know you love me back. So why are we lying to ourselves?
Well, your sister warned us what would happen if we went against your father's will.
If your only reason is my sister's warning, then you can shut up now, because she's a traitorous moron who can't even follow her own advice.
What do you mean?
She admitted that she couldn't live with her husband and is asking me to suffer for years with Lord Fallopian tube and then slip away into the dead of night. She's no longer asking me to try to have a happy life. She's asking me to suffer for years and then spend the rest of my life on the run.
I see.
Do you think my sister had the right idea in running away?
I don't think I'm qualified to answer that.
If I asked you to run away with me, would you? You want to protect me, right? Well, this is protecting me. I don't want Lord Phrenology. Okay, Philip,
we...
Okay, look, this conversation isn't going anywhere. We've been repeating it for the past 2 weeks. But can you just imagine what would happen if we prioritized our feelings for each other over our fear of what other people might think? I'm not even asking you to do anything. Just think about it. Talk about it. That couldn't hurt, right?
I guess not.
Okay, close your eyes. Now, picture us standing before the outer gate. We've left the manor, crossed the grounds, and the gate is right there. I have the keys so we can slip out easily, and then
we'd be free.
what's wrong?
Your father would never let me take you away.
You aren't taking me. We're going together.
He wouldn't know that. He loves you more than anything in the world. He wouldn't consider... He'd think I'm hurting you if he saw us like this.
My father.
He'd kill me. Not out of malice towards me, but out of love towards you. I need to protect you. But his reasons wouldn't matter. I'd still be dead.
No, I would never let that happen. I'd shoot her!
There was no happy ending.
moment I let myself love you, you're dead.
No, you're wrong. Maybe you're too afraid to see it now.
No, you're wrong. If we leave, your mother will come after us and he'll shoot you and you'll die.
No! Do you realize how foolish you're being? That's not going to happen. Trust me. What are the chances my father is able to wait?
100%. Ladies, I have terrible news. Emily, I tried, believe me, I tried so hard to keep the rumors about our family in check. I mean, since your mother's disappearance, everything has
I
been-
know what really happened with my mother.
What do you mean, what really happened?
Dad, don't start. I know what you did. Amy found a letter you left by her grave.
Emily, I know.
Dad, I know you killed her. I know you found out she's with someone else. And not just anyone. A woman! You couldn't bear it!
Emily, I know you think you know what happened that night, but you don't. Yes, I will admit I was angry that my wife had cheated on me. But it was not because she had cheated on me with a woman. I would have reacted the same way if she had cheated on me with a man. I didn't kill your mother.
What? Then who did? Lord Nathaniel?
No. Ruby's still alive. I admit, at the time, I was so angry that I did consider killing her. But then I looked her in her eyes and I knew I couldn't hurt her. I loved her. And I'd like to think that I'm not a monster. But Lord Nathaniel, he was going to go through with it. I couldn't just back out. He would have just killed her himself. So, your mother and I, we faked her death.
Mother is still alive? After all this time? Where is she now?
She hasn't answered my letters in years. I don't know where she is. And now, everything's just ruined. I tried, after all these years, to keep the rumors in check by finding respectable husbands for you and for Amy, but now it's just all ruined. The wedding's off.
What? Why?
It's Lord Philip.
Wait, what happened to him?
He ran away.
He did? Why?
He ran off with a boy.
Oh. That's wonderful.
It is?
Dad, to tell the truth, I never wanted to marry Lord Philip to begin with.
But Emily, what about the rumors? I mean, people will talk about this. I mean,
Dad, you're the one who cares about the rumors, not me. To tell the truth, I like girls, and I don't like boys at all.
I see.
You're not angry? Disappointed?
I'm more worried for you and what people might say.
I don't care what people say. I can't keep hiding the fact that I love girls, that I love Maria, so... Sorry, I should have asked you before I said anything. Please don't fire her.
I won't fire her.
She'd probably just fall for the next sermon anyways.
I probably would.
That's not true. You're one of a kind.
I bet you say that to all your sermons. I bet you said that to Luna.
Look, Dawn is here. We saw the sunrise together after all.
So, I have a wedding to cancel, unless there still will be a wedding.
I think we should take things slowly.
So, you still
want to kiss me?
Is that even a question?
The end. I'm gonna go take a nap.
Wait. What happens after that?
After what?
After they kiss, how do people react? Does Maria ever go back to school? Does Lord Philip marry the boy he ran away with? What happens to Amy? What happens?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's your story. Make something up.
Weren't you paying attention? It's a true story. I can't just make something up. Besides, I really don't know what happened.
Seriously, how do you not know?
Well, nobody stopped sending me letters.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're Amy?
Child, I'm hurt. You don't know your own grandmother's name.
Well, but you're like that Amy.
Yes, we've established this. Stop gaping. Now, you're done with your inquisition.